Hey, what is going on, guys? Brian here. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be playing Before Your Eyes. Now, I had bought this game a while back during the Steam summer sale, just based on the reviews. And based on the reviews, it looked like a lot of people were saying that this game will, I guess, give you a perspective more on life, and that it was sad, I guess, that some people cried at the end. So we're gonna be giving it a try, see what this game's all about, and let's get right into it. A game about blinking. See, every time you blink, the game will notice. See how this works. This game is crazy.
Get away, you lucky fowls. That's mine.
Well, hello there, stranger. Whew. You're a real bright and shiny one, aren't you?
I guess.
I asked you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with, or hands to shake with, or nose to look down with. So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you, if that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. Ooh, well, look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? Better word than that. Premonition. A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up. Now you see that tower out there? Big, scary one?
Holy cow.
That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper, to be judged. I'm gonna present your case, tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern. Now, if she's impressed, I get paid the Bitcoin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't, well, I eat seagull for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts. Unsatisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you.
Yeah, I'm alright, bro. Just barking. That's one way to get them to shut up, I guess.
Sorry you had to hear that. Ooh. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me. I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great. So, just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there. But understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay, all right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then. I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be
And just try to enjoy it this time.
Before your eyes.
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that? You must really like it out here, huh? Well, I get that.
Damn. Wow. I guess this game really does make you reminisce on your memories.
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
I don't remember getting seashells though.
You see that big spiky plant over there? That's called an agave. 11 years from now, that plant will die so it can give birth.
Fuck, I couldn't keep my eyes
Slipped away, didn't it?
open.
Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Where's the first page of my piece?
I didn't even
Hey.
blink.
Go ahead, kid. Look at that. There's your little hand.
We have to make him do this every birthday.
That's a great idea. It will really be something to see how he grows.
Oh shoot.
Oh, you want to play along with mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was
Sounds good, honey.
I'm sending it to my mentor next week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
Yeah, what do you like about it?
What do I like about it? I like the music.
That's very specific. Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
So, do you think he's going to be smart?
I don't see why not. I mean, we're both pretty smart.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he... No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay, I understand. Thank you for considering my piece, John. It really means a lot.
Fine.
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck I was doing. Hell yeah.
Hey, we do not throw things in the...
Bro, like, give me time. Scrapbook? Beethoven?
See? That used to be my piano. My dad gave it to me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. God, he made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want...
Is it a dog?
Richard,
What?
Cat.
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him. Can't...
No.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that make you feel happy? Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor? You remember how to play that one?
No.
Very good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels. Sort of like me and your little friend on your piano there.
She's sick.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her. I just prayed to God I could somehow keep up.
Course guide?
I think she liked that I was a professor. Gave me a certain gravitas in her eyes, you know, which I very quickly lost. God, she dragged me to so many places.
Oh, shoot, we're moving up to the big piano?
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
I don't know.
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear. I mean,
I'm a musical genius. What can I say?
oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Feed me or the cat? Cause we're just playing. Oh, what the heck?
Don't worry, I already did.
For a moment, Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
I'm a musician and
Is he
an
coming?
artiste.
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're
Like,
This is called
let
a
me
metronome.
blink in time.
We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
All right.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, you know, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well. No such luck for me.
Who's calling? I can't answer the phone?
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
All right.
Subdivide the time. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E.
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it, just like that. Oh my. Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now.
For sale.
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that?
I thought I was.
Uh-huh. And that was based on...
Pee-hole distance.
Say that one more time, sweetie.
Pee-hole distance from the butt. If it's further away or something, then it's one or the other.
And what was Ernie's?
Huh?
Yeah, I couldn't really tell.
Well, what are we talking about then? I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know.
Kittens?
I didn't think about it. It just...
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green, and then the sky red.
And what's wrong with that?
Yeah, I'm different.
No, are you kidding? I love it. Are you able to pick up the new book?
Yes, the Manila Galleon is of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
Oh, yeah, got those two.
Extremely expensive, right?
Can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they
Yeah, it's a nice room.
and it's stupidly big.
What's going on? What's the noise?
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me.
Halloween! Oh, we're in October now.
You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand. The quiz said find the
Oh, shoot.
zero, and he just drew an arrow pointing to it.
Well, what's wrong with that?
I mean, everything is wrong with that.
Then we got an F. What grade are we in now? Doing fractions, so we gotta be like what? 4th grade? Back in our room.
I want that box full by the time I come in there.
No more
We don't play
toys.
with it anymore. We're getting rid of it.
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
Then we're growing up.
This isn't my house. It's not my house.
Right, it's my house. You have 5 minutes to get down or I'll
So
drive
new
you back.
neighbors?
My house. Not. Fall back, you fool. I'll have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat.
We're gonna make friends.
Play inside. It's late.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
Nah, I'm good.
Yes, Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
Yo, I'm walking over there.
Why are you always out here taking photos? You know, if you really want to take a photo of something cool, you should take a photo of this.
Or what? That's whack as hell. Sorry.
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
Oh shoot, I'm about to play for everyone? Let's get it. Come on, lock in.
Wow, Elle, he's unbelievable. My God,
God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
Yeah, but I haven't done that in years. Not since he was 4 or 5 years old.
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units. In each unit, we will
Look on your desk.
relive
I wrote you something.
till we learn everything we need.
Dear weird neighbor kid. Oh, I'm the weird one, huh? We're in the same class. What a coincidence. Please keep in mind that while we're at school, we don't know each other.
This is
Do
a
not
quote.
talk to me
I
ever.
want each of you to write it down.
Love, Chloe.
Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare off into space.
Remember, those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
Okay, now I will go on to the next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
Oh, yes, of course. So, those who do not remember the past, repeat the past. That's right, right?
Indeed it is. Though I prefer you to answer without the help of your boyfriend next time.
What?
If we
You broke
do
my no
not keep
talking
an
rule,
accurate account
but
of
I
the
asked
past,
you to,
we are
so
destined
I guess
to
I'll have
embarrass
to let you
ourselves in
live.
all sorts of ways.
I tried to convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. I half suspect he bought it for himself.
What is this, video
Little
game?
guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that. Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with him.
Your dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail.
I guess I have no friends.
Okay, shut up,
yeah.
shut up. I really want this one. Maybe
Dang.
I'll use tickle stick.
She ain't gotta be so mean.
Whoa, that's a pretty good drawing. You should draw pictures of more different stuff.
Like what?
Not me, though. I'll actually kill you if you try to draw me, and you saw what I'm capable of in your backyard. Benny, why did you draw me? You're not good enough. I look so ugly. Ugh.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton. I know the change can be scary, but I just want you to go in and meet the dean I spoke with.
Going to music school
So what
now?
do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
I don't know, dude. I'm like 6 years old.
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning. I'm eager to hear what your son is capable of.
As you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion, just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that. What was that? Was that the piece? What is
Yeah.
going on with you these days? I barely know whose kid you're supposed to be.
Oh, we're gonna learn it. 30 days until audition.
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
Sorry, I have to lock in.
Oh my God. Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
Fine.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against a feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale? That is Amamet, and she's
Hey,
got...
Mr. Kid.
That's she. The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see,
What's she
and the body of a hippopotamus.
want
Though I
to?
would not say that to her face.
What? I don't even
Now,
want to get
as you can
in me a
see,
picture of
she is ready to
feeling
devour
what?
any of the deceased who do not pass judgment. Sort of like me with your weekly quiz.
Ew, why is he so scared looking?
So I am not
Okay,
quite
I'll
sure
call you
why
when I'm
you're
leaving my
more
house.
frantic,
You better
scribbling
pick
right
up my
now.
call, dude.
oh god.
Slightly worried about having him change schools just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, well, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children.
Richard,
but
Benny has a chance here. A real chance to be really good at something. I mean this is no offense at all,
Why is it getting intense?
but I don't think you actually really understand what that is.
no, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
We're in bed. Chloe's calling us?
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
BS.
Richard, tell your son to turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny, I say turn the...
There, it's off. Chloe's about to call us, huh? Yup, I knew it. Sneak out? Nah, we locking in. We locking in.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
Yes. All right, come on. Lock in.
Why, he's marvelous. How did you ever train such a young boy to play like that?
It's that good.
If he doesn't let you in after that, I'm not even sure I'd want you at that school. And I could tell you were having so much fun up there.
Sounds like you really nailed it, kiddo.
It's not
Yep.
a matter of him nailing it. He sounded like a professional musician at 11 years old.
Now, that's your mother saying that. You know, she doesn't consider kids to be professional musicians.
Because they're not.
What are you talking about?
Performers, yes. Musicians, no. They are
A
not.
plus?
Destroyer Tour, Anaheim, July 81. I'm telling you, Ace Frehley was conjuring spirits.
You should have seen the look on that old jerk's face when he realized what he had on his hands.
You think he was impressed?
Richard, his dentures nearly fell out. His mouth was open so wide.
Wait, what are we trying to spell?
So what? Our kid's a prodigy?
I don't like that word. He sounded pretty good. That's all I'll say.
Sounds pretty goddamn prodigal to me.
How many beers have you had, Richard?
Stay.
Just enjoy the beautiful night, will you?
Oh, I am. Believe me, I am.
We should do this more often.
Stay here?
Trust me, I know. With summers like this, we should be doing this every night. Why don't we do this every night?
Man, stargazing is so nice.
I know.
You don't have to open it right now if you don't want to.
What do you mean? Of course he wants to.
I just don't want him to feel pressure.
Sure. Open it whenever you want, sweetie.
Oh my god. This is the review.
What does it say?
Give him time to read it.
Dear Benjamin Bryn, thank you for your interest in the Berting Conservatory of Music. The admissions committee has given careful consideration to your application.
Why are you being silent, Ben? What's it say?
Despite an impressive
pressure
audition
him.
performance,
Tell
we
us once
regret
he's
we
ready to
cannot
tell
offer
us.
you admission to our
That's the main thing.
conservatory
Just a
program.
school.
We are proud that we are
Nothing
able to
life or
attract
death.
excellent
Yeah, that's
applicants such
true.
as yourself, and we wish you the very best in your future musical pursuits.
At the end of the day.
What? They didn't let me in?
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo. Okay?
What's wrong with us now? Depression? I mean, I would be too if I worked so hard.
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, look, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really...
Wow. We're at the beach again.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
What? Give away all of our old toys. What's going on? Is this where we get back into our artiste era?
Dinner's ready. B, you hear me? What's he doing?
He's drawing. He's becoming completely obsessed.
Why isn't your son eating with us, Al?
No. You mean young Vincent? Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
Yeah, we're getting better and better, more and more detailed. It's January 7th.
And Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Heck yeah.
I really
Art school application? Question 3. In 2 short paragraphs, describe what makes you want to pursue a career in the arts. Wow.
not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. So don't just sit there slack-jawed. Make art, you ponies!
Ponies. Nice. What the heck? Yo! Bro!
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are.
Let's see, just make him seem like he's eating that. Yo, why
Very
is
zany. Very kitsch.
so the changes?
Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
What is that? Oh, window.
There you go, Mr. Bryn.
I don't even know what that is.
Feel each shape.
This is art.
Oh, you fiend. I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here.
All right.
He has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece.
That's right.
I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn.
Yes.
For I fear talent like these, you may soon be swept away by a whirlwind.
Benjamin
I'm
Bryn.
stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and
Oh shoot! What the heck?
alienating and the opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Oh, so we become a full artist? We're an adult now, right? We have an apartment?
Benjamin! Marvelous show last week. Truly stunning. I've never been prouder. One little thing. A birdie told me that Elba Pressenhuber gave you her card. Now, I want you to cut that card into little pieces and feed it to an alley cat.
Damn.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
Contract? Can I read what the contract is? Let's sign it.
I've got a good feeling about you. We're going to make a lot of money together, aren't we?
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it.
Cheers, Mom.
Ooh, that's good. So, now that you've made it, tell me, what are you going to do with it?
I don't know. Just keep drawing, I guess.
Honey, stop. Is that a...
Oh my god. I think it is.
Wrong places.
I don't know what I'm doing. But I guess this is art. Are we in Greece?
Hey, honey. Your work's incredible. The new stuff is wowing us all. But Ben, I've had an idea. You know, the critics are fickle. How about go back to your roots. Paint something meaningful, personal, close to your heart.
So go back home, I guess.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today, and, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while, but really, I don't want you worrying about it at all. You're such an important... Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting.
I don't care. You're my mother. I'm always gonna pick up.
You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there. So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just gonna get back to work, okay?
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife was most proud of. Her magnum opus, so to speak.
Are you serious?
Huh. I think you all know who I'm talking about.
You're lying. Bro.
Come on, B. Say something. What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again. Look, you know I talk to big, important people. People who could change your life every day.
I wouldn't care, bro.
Hey, Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call. We're finished. We're done so kaput. It's over.
Good.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house.
No.
She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again. I hope you understand.
You can't do that to me.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter.
I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well, I'm just so happy that you did.
So we pick up music again.
Focus on your work. What's that? What's so fascinating, son?
Aw, dang it. That's not what I wanted.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us.
The Passing Day. Inspired by the musical composition of his late
really
mother.
It's Chloe, your neighbor. My God, I
Chloe?
can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable. I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
Yeah.
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. And your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she wrote the actual music.
Yeah.
Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? Maybe we could get a drink or something? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
Now would you look at that? I cannot believe my luck.
We're back here again.
Woo! You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there, but whew, an internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice, since, you know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right, the proper composition, if you catch my drift. Forget about it. All right, here we go. Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
A lonely one.
His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. What'd you say your mom was?
A musician.
Composer?
Composer.
Or an accountant? His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion or more like a taskmaster?
She was more demanding.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was over-demanding, forcing him to practice day in and day out, hoping that he might one day achieve that greatness that she never could. And how about that neighbor girl? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or your first love? Now, be honest here.
Best
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his best friend Chloe. And although he gave it everything he had, he was still rejected from the conservatory his mother desperately wanted. Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right?
I guess so.
See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten: painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing, for it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You mucky fowls! All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
We're going in.
I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're liar birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper. And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings. Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
Hope so. We finally made it to the tower, huh?
You're a flea-bitten sap. You know that? Just
What does
look
that
at him.
mean?
Poor fool doesn't know what he's in for.
What? What's about to happen? Hello?
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you.
What's going on?
But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
The truth?
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
There you go. Doesn't that make you feel...
Oh, so we're about to speedrun
You
our
know,
memories
my father
now?
once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call?
I don't know.
Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
I see. She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
Eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. I need you to stay focused.
God, honey, I'm worried too.
Yes, I understand about the cat. Let's keep going.
Oh Oh, don't tell me our cat got eaten by a dog. Or a coyote. No. Don't tell me, man. No.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
When we get back, let's wake Dad up and go down to the beach. What do you say? I want to celebrate.
Stay here.
And I'd find you adorable if only you didn't piss me off so much.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
We can focus him. Make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
What were they talking about?
I mean, what's the point? I mean, what's the point? I mean, what's the point?
Why does it close?
I mean, what's the point? What's the point? The point. Point. Point.
What am I supposed to do?
What do you mean? What's the point? Point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep. But it's okay.
Damn. We heard everything.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon at the top of your lungs. You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're almost at the end of this. I promise.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far? And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear.
Growing up a strange and quiet child. His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
Music became the only thing he truly cared about, even more than his best friend, Chloe. Best friend? Okay, Benny. Is that why you didn't sneak out with me? Why not just tell me? You do realize I waited for you out in the alley for like an hour, right?
Damn.
Ugh. So anyway, back to the story, I guess. He'd loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak.
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
Oh, shoot.
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I'm such a big fan of anything you do. I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. Reads like Dickens.
Just trying to see the bright side of it. Oh, come on, man. You can't be thinking like that. What is that? looking at?
Benny! Benny! Ben! Oh God, can you hear me? Richard! Richard, get up!
I'm up. What's going on?
I think he's unconscious. Call the paramedics now!
Okay, I'm doing it.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. You know, I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
Dang, so we pressed the button, they never came.
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know, I know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already. I happen to actually know about this stuff. So the fact that you are faking just so you don't have to go to school with me is actually ridiculous. I don't know if you're embarrassed that you didn't come out to the beach.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and just your little hands reaching up for the keys. She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again. Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
So I was sick, and he used me. He's using me to get Mom back by playing her piece while I'm sick.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
Get well soon.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine.
Oh my god.
What do you mean she hasn't been over? Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But... Hey! What are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something, but I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
All right. Dear weird neighbor kid, you are my best friend. Love, Chloe.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
Oh my god, it's getting harder to move.
I can't breathe.
I know.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this cramp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
You know, for a while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me. I should go get ready.
It's gonna be our mom, isn't it?
Don't worry. We got this. I think.
Oh, it's our cat.
There she is. Wish me luck.
Gatekeeper, before you sits the soul of a child who died before he could grow old.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative, and the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea. His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be. So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him. But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got sick and was forced to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he began to worry that he hadn't lived enough. So he made up a story of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life he already had, how he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise, how he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again, and how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope, how he reminded them exactly who they were after they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay, because he'd already lived a great life, a full life. And he was everything he needed to be, just as he was.
She accepts. Close your eyes now, and keep them closed.
Why is he smiling like that?
It must be somewhere that he likes.
Before your eyes. Well, this was honestly, it was a really great game. Very, very touching story. If you guys like this game or this video, please leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.